What's happening, tabletop gamers? My name is LeunameGames. Welcome back to LeunameGames Unboxes. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Patchwork by Uwe Rosenberg and published by LeunameGames. Let's go ahead and have a look at the back here and see what this is about. So many pieces of cloth and patches of leather lying around. Time to make a beautiful quilt out of them. This requires significant effort and time though, and a steady supply of buttons. The player who picks the best patches and combines them most skillfully into a patchwork quilt wins the game. So a two-player puzzle-style game where you're just trying to build a quilt, and it looks like these are made out of Tetris pieces, which is interesting. But I'm still willing to give it a shot, so with all that said, let's have a look and see, and what does Patchwork have to offer us? The game comes with two boards, one for each player, and this is what you are going to be building your quilt on in a 9x9 grid. There is another board in the game. This is the time board. Basically what you are going to use to keep track of all the pieces and how much time it takes you to build those pieces. This board is actually double-sided, and other than its appearance, it is exactly the same as each other, so you can just use either side depending on which side you like the look of better. There are also two tokens here, one for each player, and this is your time token. They go here, and this represents how much time you're taking to place all of your pieces on your quilt. There's also a big pawn here, and this is supposed to be a neutral token. There is a special scoring tile here marked with a 7x7 grid and 7 buttons, and this is basically meant for if you are the first player to fill a 7x7 section of your board, you get to take this token and it's worth 7 points. There are a whole bunch of button tokens in denominations of 5, 10, and 1s, and along with a single 20, and these are basically going to be the buttons that you are going to use to be building your quilt. I'm assuming you're going to have a set amount of these at the beginning of the game, and you are going to be spending them to place the quilt pieces on your boards. Speaking of tiles, there are a whole bunch of various quilt tiles that come with the game. They're all varying in different shapes, sizes, and patterns, but each of them has a little tag on them, like this one here, and each of them will show you how many buttons you need in order to place it, I'm assuming, and how much time it's going to take to place that tile on their boards. Sometimes these will have buttons on them, and I'm assuming that is when, if you are to place them on your board, you can get some buttons back. There's also a couple of individual leather tiles. These don't have any of those tags on them, and that's because I am assuming they are given to you as rewards when you pass a certain stage on the time track. So that is everything you will get if you obtain Patchwork. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to learn how to play Patchwork, or if you want to know my thoughts on it, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more tutorials, reviews, and unboxings. Thank you all as always so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.